Checking out the new hay feeder. Honestly, it's like a little bit of Rio attached to the side of the panel here. It's just to keep the hay up off the ground, so she's not eating straight off the ground. It looks like it's working well. I'll check on it later today, see how it's gone. Miss Ruth is doing well this morning. Oh. I'd love to stay and sit here and watch the goats all day, but I've got work to do. So be back in a little while. Well, it'll be a second for you guys. It'll be a few hours for me. Lucky she doesn't have horns. Well, she would be stuck right now. Maybe I should have gone with smaller pellet panels. But I think this is going to work well. I think better go help Jonathan with the chickens. Someone just escaped, and Matthew's going to go get her. I just noticed, actually we noticed this morning, because Jonathan discovered it. There's a hole there that's just Ruthie sized. Anyway, the hay feeder has worked beautifully, and it's also meant that I was able to move the structure over to a new patch of grass. So she's got a new patch of grass here without losing the hay that was left that she hadn't eaten yet. So really pleased about that. That has worked really super well. That little Ruthie, Miss Ruth, she's a bit of a sneaky thing. And little Gwen's going, what are you doing? And clearly that electric fence is not on at the moment. I think I have it off because the battery's needing to be recharged. Miss Bouncy over there. Sneaky baby goat. Sneaky baby goat. And Jonathan's come to help.
What's the baby goat doing in here?
She got out through that hole. Again. Yes. Jonathan woke me up this morning going, the baby goat's out, the baby goat's out. And she came back in, and he found the hole, and I promptly forgot about it. So I need to find some way of covering that up so she can't get out. Sneaky, sneaky. Anyway, better get that fixed. Okay, so that's not perfect, but it'll at least stop Miss Escape Artist.
Ruth!
And
I'm
at least
holding
until
her.
Mum eats it. Hopefully she doesn't eat it. I've probably got some welded mesh panel or something that I can stick there, but
she could go right through that.
Oh, I suspect she could get through the normal holes anyway if she really wanted to, but
she could butt it.
It's getting late. I need to get you two out of the cool light air. So off you go. I need to get the house back in shape and sort this out. Okay. So now you're going to probably have a little bit of trouble seeing. Oh, there we go. We'll put the flash on for you. Oh, now we've got bright, shiny green eyes. It's always fun. We have the little house on here. And look what Gavin's done. He's such a clever thing. He has fixed up a new house for the girls. He's taken the base off the IBC and taken the rounded edges off so they are flat on the ground. And because it's still all got the loops up the top, it's holding it up nicely. So, defying gravity. I'm being a bit silly, sorry, don't mind me. But yeah, so that'll be a nice little house. It's much nicer than this one. And hopefully it works. We'll find out how it goes when it rains. But the biggest problem I have with this one is water pools in the base. The one thing I like about this one is it's like the base has got like skids sort of thing. So it makes it easier to move, but Gavin had planned on making it so that that was actually part of the structure, so it was creating extra structure in there, and so we didn't have to take the house off every time we moved it. Having just moved it for the first time on my own, I prefer to have it so that the corners are not securely braced in so that I can misshape it into a diamond and square to move it along. So it just means that the house is outside of the fenced area, so it just means they get a little bit more grass to eat. So yeah, really pleased with how this is working. Time will tell as to how it all goes in the long run, but as you can tell by my having to turn the light on, the sun is down. The sun has set. I've gotten Evie milked. Well, those others still look like they've got any milk in them. But yeah, so Evie's got some fresh weeds to munch on here. She's got a nice fresh patch of grass. Has pushed up a bit of the lawn clippings here from when it was slashed, but that's not tragic. It'll just make it a little harder to move later. I'm really pleased with how the hay feed has gone. It has worked beautifully. Super excited about the new house. It looks fantastic. And everything's just going really, really well. Little Gwen is still in one piece, thankfully. But look at that belly. Oh, she's getting mighty uncomfortable. And I'm really starting to wonder how much longer it'll be before she kids. And I'm hoping it'll be October. Oop, I think I need to put that fence on because she's testing it. She is testing that fence. Oop, sorry about that. I need to turn that fence on before she figures out she can just walk through there, because the electric fence is a psychological barrier. It is not a physical barrier. Unfortunately, I mean, it's hitting at 7k at the moment, but it's also got the low battery warning up. I really should take it off and actually charge it. And honestly, I think I need a new battery in my Energizer. But I've had that for coming on 5 years, maybe more, 6. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. But look at these udders. I'm really hoping she doesn't kid until October, because she is only just turned 1. She was only born August last year. She was really with the buck way too young. So I'm really, really hoping that she doesn't kid soon. But by the looks of those udders and the looks of that tummy, I think she might. And I'm really hoping for a single, not twins. But looking at that belly, oh. But as a just in case preventer, I did keep back some of the colostrum from Evie. So it looks like little miss having a drink. Yep. She's having a bit of a drink. She's a good girl. I kept back some of the colostrum from Evie because she had such full udders. I've had to milk her the last, I think it's 4 nights now that I've milked her. It might have been 3. I'm not sure. I've lost track of time. My brain's just a bit mushy with being sick and still having to try and look after the animals. I should get me in out of the cold. So yeah, I've kept some colostrum back just in case. God forbid. Please, God, protect my beautiful Gwen. If Gwen doesn't survive kidding, I've got some colostrum there to give the new baby. But honestly, I'm not sure what to... She's a first-time kidder, so it's not unusual for them to start having their udders to develop all the way through the pregnancy. And all I can do is make sure that I feed her and give her adequate nutrition to make it so that give her the best chance possible. So I am aware that there is a potential concern there. I'm trying not to worry too much, but it is a concern. But with having the colostrum from Evie's kitting in the freezer, I have a fail-safe, just in case. I'm a firm believer in disaster management and disaster prevention. So, well, not necessarily disaster, because it wouldn't be a disaster. It would just be very sad. Be very sad to lose Gwen. She's a lovely little goat. And an intricate part of our herd. But realistically, it is possible that I might lose her while she kids. And I really would be very sad if that happens, but we have a plan in place in case that happens. So we're just keeping a close eye on her. Ideally, I'd like to have a goat cam set up, but the little solar powered camera that I've got, its battery doesn't work, so it doesn't run, which is unfortunate. Anyway, but say goodnight to the girls, and I'm going to get me out of this cold night air. I'm happy that everyone's all settled. I'm happy that that hole's patched enough to make it so Miss Mischievous can't get out. It's not ideal, but it should be enough to keep a fox out and a goat in. I hope. We'll find out in the morning. Gwen's not enthusiastic about being in that paddock on her own, but she's at least close enough to Evie to make it so she's not feeling completely isolated. I should possibly consider getting another female goat to pop in there with her. I don't want another buck at this point because I've got too many little baby girls and I don't have a large enough herd to be able to separate out and keep everybody happy. Anyway, there's some mosquitoes out now, so I'm definitely going inside. Anyway, I will catch you in the comment section. Bless you. Remember, you're either green and growing or you're ripe and rotting. You have a fantastic day.